Welcome to the first episode of Show Me Your Rack, where Lace and I are going to have Evan of Unlikely Morphs show us his rack, but not that one. It's the one behind him. So get ready. We thought it would be fun to do a show where we get to focus on people's pairings and have them share with us what's exciting to them. And of course, show us the rack. So without further ado, we need to hear a little bit about you, Evan, first to get us started. Tell us your business name and where people can find you.
All right, I'm Evan. Business name is Unlikely Morphs, and I run this with my wife, Ashley. I'm located in Jasper, Indiana, and I've been breeding for going on my third season. Started my third season now. So, my favorite project is the Hypoclown Pied project. So that's what we're working on over here.
I love it. How's it going?
It's going good so far. Pretty strong first couple of seasons, at least as far as odds go, and luck with females actually going. So I feel like I got lucky in that sense because those are things that you can't really control in the breeding world. There are things you can control, like your husbandry, and just how you handle your business and putting your name out there and stuff like that. But one thing you can't control is what your animals are going to decide to do. So in that sense, I got really lucky. The first year, I started with 4 proven breeder females. That's the route I took, just because I wanted to start seeing clutches, see if this was something I wanted to do. And by some crazy coincidence or luck, all 4 of them went. All the clutches were healthy the first year. Fast forward to the second year, my odds were just unbelievable on some of the clutches I had. I had another 4 clutches my second year. So in that sense, everything's been going fantastic. I guess we'll see what happens this year now. So. But we're just now starting to pair, so too early to tell.
So what your last clutch was pretty recently. How did that go?
Let's see, what was my last clutch? You're gonna make me think here, Lace.
I am too, but I think I'm confused between the last 2. Which was actually your last clutch?
Yeah, okay, so the last one was clown pied to a leopard fire hypo het pied. And I got 8 babies from that, all either visual pied double het or triple het. So
Nice.
Yeah, that was the very last one I had. And don't worry, I'm not hiding from the camera here. Just trying to pull one of these guys out.
I mean, that is the name of the show.
So this is one of the babies. The last one. This is a leopard. This is a leopard pie double het hypoclown.
Love it.
Yeah, we hit 3 of those, and the rest were all just triple het. So.
How were like your pied patterns? There was leopard involved. Don't they tend to throw higher?
Yeah, they were pretty. I mean, they weren't as high white as I would have expected, which I'm cool with. 2 or 3 saddles going down, kind of like that one. So
That's awesome.
I expected a lot of super high white because fire was in there too, and a lot of times they'll throw a pied with just the pattern on the head. So not sure. I'm not 100% sure on fire in those. It's been kind of hard to tell with that darkening of the leopard in the mix. So I'm thinking I might hit fire on 1 or 2 of them, but I may have to prove that out.
Cool. So. I do like all your fire stuff.
Yeah, you got 1 or 2 of them, don't you?
Oh yeah, and they're smoke shows.
Aggressive eaters, huh?
Oh my.
But other than that, I'll just go through the pairings for this year because we hit some hit some gull snakes this year, and that's what I was referring to with the odds being super in my favor. But we had a fire clown het hypo male to a pinstripe hypo het clown female, and we managed to hit 3 fire pinstripe hypo clowns in one clutch. You do the math. I have no idea how we pulled that
How many
off.
total were in that clutch?
There were 7 total babies in that clutch.
Wow,
And we hit 3 just like this.
incredible.
Wow.
So that's a fire pinstripe hypo clown.
Just
And
when I was like, pinstripe's not my thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know
That's
how you can not
insane.
like that.
No, I mean,
Completely
like,
changes the look of the pinstripe, that's for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, and the fire too is adding to that because a pinstripe clown, is nowhere. Oh, there it struck.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's another thing. The babies this year have been jerks, all of them. Every I've taken
Babies
more
in
bites
general are jerks, I feel like.
I've taken more bites this year than I mean, probably triple the amount of bites this year than I did last year from these babies. I don't know what's up with that, but
Those are crazy.
anyway, we
I
hit
love those.
3 of those, and then this is my favorite from that clutch. This one is also a jerk, and they're hungry right now. So,
Can y'all hear my cat? Golly.
So this
Okay,
is
Nellie's
minus,
over here. She'll be snoring.
This is minus the pinstripe, but this is just a fire hypo clown, and I don't think the cameras are gonna pick up the colors, but
Honestly, there's like chocolatey look. I mean, of course, we're looking through, cameras, but like,
yeah,
so pretty.
it does have a chocolatey look. It's super. See,
There we go. That
super,
snake looks like a bottle of Yoo-hoo. If you don't know, find a Yoo-hoo. That snake looks like a bottle of Yoo-hoo, and I want it.
There's tons of purples coming out in it for sure, and I don't know because I have another fire hypo clown that's nowhere near that good of an expression, but it's definitely fire because it's so easy to spot and clown. So I don't know.
So bright.
I don't know if there's something else going on in that, or if it's just like a different expression of it. But did my camera fall down when it struck?
Oh yeah,
so.
She took the top
so
off
powerful.
the Maybach, man.
That's better.
Out of those babies, are you keeping them all, or what ones are you holding back?
I'm selling one of the fire hypo clowns and then one of the pinstripe fire hypo clowns. I haven't really. I think I've got them both on Morph Market. Oh.
I was just about to say, which one are you sending delays?
Technical difficulties.
It's okay. It wouldn't be a show without technical difficulties.
I'm talking out of one ear right now. We're cool.
I'm gonna have to push this out. Talking so much for no edits.
By the way, side note, I don't think we should edit any of this because
No.
I love the plants. I love incorporating the plants in the snake room. That's my game plan. I'm just gonna go to town because I'm finally in a house with like a lot of light that's able to come in, and it's so bright, and I feel like I've been awakened. I've been living under a rock for so long. So without fail, there are going to be plants everywhere in here soon. So I love it.
Did your snake room before have any windows?
I mean, very minimal. And they were at like the top sides of the walls, and they were fairly small. So for the most part, no.
So this is amazing.
Guys, my phone holder is attached to my rat rack, and it is not wanting to stay. So I'm gonna have to move this.
It's okay.
That's totally fine.
You guys steal this. Hold the fort down.
We've got this.
The fort down. We've got the fort.
On a fortnight then. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm a Swiftie. I can't help it.
I like that you make everything into a song. That is also what I do. Kurt despises it.
I can't help
But
it.
He
Everything.
calls me a Von Trap. It's like he's Von Trapping it. Like, yeah. And now our son does it as well. He sings songs, everything.
I
It's
love
great.
this. I
Now
love
there's
this.
2 of us wandering around this planet.
Yeah. Damn it. Wait until they see the rest of us.
All
Hey,
right.
Evan.
I was moving that, and it was attached to the top panel of my rat rack, and I was sitting there unscrewing it, and a rat just reached through and bit my finger.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, it didn't get me as good as it could have, but
Good
no
grief.
blood, but it scared me. So far, I've taken a bite from a rat on this show, and almost 2 bites from snakes. So
It's been a rough year of bites for you, dude.
I've got a tarantula in here too. I should probably pull it out and see if it wants to bite me for the show too.
Don't do that.
Let's see what happens. Show us your rat tarantula bites. Let's go.
I vote
Edit.
no.
Edit that out.
Oh.
Anyways, before all that, so yeah, that I just
I want to see Mom and Dad.
From the pinstripe clutch.
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
Put it up there.
Mom is not nice either, so that's probably where they got theirs.
I feel like
I
I
just
knew
don't want
this,
you
and
to
I just
get
wanted to
again.
really throw it out there.
This is Mom.
She's a big girl.
Hypo pinstripe, het clown.
Parties.
Yeah, and she went for me last year and made another fire hypo clown. But her clutch last year was a little bit. I said I've had all good luck. Her clutch last year, where there's some deformities and some eggs that went bad, and so not all good luck. But she did give me a super awesome fire hypo clown that's breeding for me this year. So
The male, right?
yeah,
Yeah, he's crazy.
Dad is in a major shed right now, but this is fire clown het hypo Dad.
Look at him.
I can't find my camera on this. There we go. So, yeah,
Hypo.
There you
you
go.
can just see fire so well, even though he's actually really dark right now because of his shed. But normally it lightens him up, but he's just looking. Whenever he goes in the shed, he gets weirdly dark. I don't know why. So,
I honestly think the stuff that I got from you is like the reason that I love fire in hypo so much.
Yeah.
Everything fire you have is just very, very nice.
yeah, I've got 2 different lines of it, and I don't know the history behind different lines of fire or anything, but the parents just throw completely different looking fire babies. So, but it does look good in hypo pretty much all the time. So,
Yep.
same with clown. That's the only bad part about fire in those 2 projects is, once you get so much of it, you gotta watch what you pair and watch out for the all white. But
Right.
otherwise, it's one of my favorite codons. It's such an old gene, and if it's not alongside the right things, it's hard to see it. A normal compared to just a regular fire, it's kind of hard to tell. Or mixed in with, a lot of genes like, say, banana or some black pastel, whatever. It just doesn't stick out as much as it does mixed with certain genes like clown and hypo. So pretty interesting.
Right.
But
What are you hoping to make or hoping to hit this year?
let's see.
What's like your big whammy, your most exciting thing?
I've got a couple things that I'm excited about this year. One thing
Show
I'm
them up.
going-
Lift up your shirt and show us.
No, I'll pass on that part, but I will show you some things that
Wah,
I'm.
wah, wah.
So black
Got
pastel,
shot down, Lace.
black pastel, Enchi clown, het hypo to the Enchi double het hypo clown. So I have a chance to make a black pastel super Enchi hypo clown, which would be pretty cool.
That
Another
would be
one,
awesome.
another one I'm shooting to make is a fire blackhead black pastel hypo clown. My chances are semi decent on that because it's a visual hypo clown to a double het, but getting all the codons in there is going to be tough, but we'll see. And
It's gonna be fun.
yeah, and let's see here.
The darkness and hypo, the way that they like contrast each other in its own, just like I don't want to say like the dullness, but like the darkness and like the hypo dullness, whatever. That contrast sometimes is so I don't know, it's so much different than when you see like a bright and a darkness put together. But it's still just like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
it purples out the
Yeah.
darkness of it, and it just has such like a clean look, a clean
Yep.
contrast to it. Versus,
Yeah.
if
It
you put
reminds
like,
me of like a fine line detail on a tattoo,
right, yeah, yeah, no, hypo is just it's been my number. It's been so since the beginning. I've worked Pied, Clown, and Hypo, but the Hypo has been my connector gene between the Hypo Pied project and the Clown Pied project. So merging those together, basically my entire. If you look at all these red and blue things, but you can't see them, the labels. Pretty much every one of them has Hypo on there somewhere, on both of these racks. So. I don't think
Way to go,
you'll
brother.
find a bigger fan of hypo than over here. So
Yep. So in those projects, what kind of like dominant like genes are you really trying to play with? So I guess that goes into one of our other questions. Your go-to favorite gene, what you think should be in
yeah,
everything, what you want to play with the most. What is that for you? And assuming you would take that into this project as well.
yeah. So I've got a couple of dominant genes that I really like. But before I share those, the whole reason I picked these three, the hypo, clown, and pied, is because they all do something vastly different from each other. The hypo is a color changer, the clown is a pattern changer, and then the pied, obviously, it's a pattern changer, but it's different than anything else. So anything that I'm adding in gene wise is something that I think is going to go well with all three of the hypo, clown, and pied. So even if it's not something I initially got in to this thinking, that's my favorite gene. Like most people see a banana and think that, when they first get in or first see a ball python. But my goal is to pick dominant genes or co-dominant genes that are going to mix well with everything. So with that being said, I really like blackhead and chocolate. I'm working on getting both of those in. I've got spot nose. I'm excited to see where that goes. Obviously, I've got the ODYB that I'm mixing in with everything. I've got Mojave, Fire. But no, to answer your question, the number one thing I'm most excited for, I think, is and I have Cypress too. I can't forget about that.
Yes.
So the number one thing I'm most excited for, I think, is to working the blackhead and the cypress and chocolate into some of these projects, just because they've got, there's some avenues with those genes that have yet to be explored. I've been every year I see something new, and it just with those genes, and that just blows my mind. But
Shoot,
hopefully
every day.
next year I have the chance to make either cypress hypoclown, a chocolate hypoclown, and then mix whatever co-dominant genes into those that I feel like mixing in at that time. So that's probably cypress and chocolate and blackhead would probably be my three I'd have to pick as far as my favorites right now. Yeah.
Do you have any other snakes you want to show off in your rack?
Let's see here.
Insert Lace's lame booby joke here.
We'll just get a banner that runs across the bottom that says, that has dad jokes. It'll be great.
So me. Yeah.
So this is a. Oh, she's trying to get away. So this is a clown pied I produced this year. OD clown pied, and she's super bright, but the lighting is absolutely terrible. So
You can tell she's bright for what it's worth.
You can.
Oh yeah, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm actually really wondering if it's not super OD when you see her in person. She was the very first snake to crawl out of any egg this year, which was super good way to start.
Love that for her. Girls who run the world. Girls.
I'm just gonna show you some babies that I made.
Nugget who run the world. Nugget.
She just came running in like a lightning bolt.
I'm obsessed with her.
I know, she's a goofball.
Looky there.
It's an Enchi Hypo Clown.
We love to
Ooh.
see it. She's very bright.
Yeah, she really is.
She's very bright.
I like that they all look like they are very good eaters.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I've had a lot of good eaters this year. I think I had to assist feed one, and that was it. But that one also tied its umbilical in a knot and has a wonky eye, so kind of expected that. Let's see here. Oh yeah, this one here is the brother clown pied to the first one I just showed you, and this guy has super cool pattern.
Oh, wow.
So
That
I'm
is
wondering. I'm wondering if there's a chance that there's leopard in this too. So that could be leopard right there.
She's very pretty.
Yes. Like how orange the oranges are.
Yeah, I like when a pied pattern like really hits the belly a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then these. Like I had some. This is a small girl from last year. She has not been the best eater, but she is an insanely pretty hypopide that was produced last year. Super high pattern.
She's cool.
So yeah, that's been my goal so far is to make as many hypopides, hypoclowns, and clown pides as I can, working different codoms into each project, and then, I've made some triple heads and stuff like that, but the goal is to make visual doubles so that down the road when I start pairing them, I've already got a strong base for the triple visual project
Oh,
instead
yeah.
of trying to pair a bunch of triple heads to triple heads and stuff and getting a lot of byproduct snakes that a lot of misses I should say. Obviously, every snake that comes out is just as important as the other one, but I'd rather, if I'm going to be working these projects, I'd rather just build up the army of visuals before I shoot for it since the odds are so low.
Right.
This is a leopard hypopide, another really high pattern. He's the brother to that one I just showed you.
I love it. The hypo, when it's like so high pattern like that, when you have the hypo there to like show off that extra oomph and that extra pattern, it's just love it.
Yeah, and weirdly enough, this leopard hypopide, when he came out, he was very obviously hypo, but as he ages, unlike all the other hypopide adults I have that kind of fade out, it seems like he's getting darker, so that leopard's kind of overpowering the hypo a little bit. He's really showing what looks to be black in some spots, so interesting how that works. But
He's very handsome.
yeah, he's breeding for me this year. At least he's trying to figure it out. So he's not there yet. He likes to just either sit on top of them or sit on the complete opposite end of the tub. So
It's probably hard to
Maybe
get.
he's sneaky.
yeah, he'll get
Maybe.
it. He'll figure it out.
He'll figure it out. Give him some time.
Yeah, this will
Test
be
out the
my
waters.
This will be the first year breeding something that I've produced. So we'll see.
That is cool.
Yeah, and it's not.
That's going to hit on a whole different level.
Yeah, well, technically, I should say I'm breeding a male that I produced. I'm breeding females this year that I've raised from 100 grams, but nothing that I've actually produced myself. So that'll be next year. But I'm really excited for that.
Well, then there's your next level.
Yeah, exactly. So.
What's a gene that you do not currently have in your collection, but that you're just dying to get something, like get your hands on something?
I probably have to say either Xanthic or Puzzle. And I'm leaning towards, I just really like Puzzle, but you know, the whole thing where it doesn't really work the best with Clown and it doesn't work that great with Pied. So, not to say I won't ever get it for that reason. You know, I'll branch out down the road, but I'm just trying to hone in on that. So I really want to add some Xanthic next because, you know, the True Ghost, the Hypo Xanthic looks cool. The Xanthic Pied looks cool. The Xanthic Clown looks cool. So it's just another color changer that meshes with Hypo, which is the color changer I already have. So.
But I mean, Hypo and Puzzle do go incredibly well together.
Hypo
also,
and Puzzle
so
do.
you still have that option.
Yeah, no, that's what's gonna happen eventually. Just for that fact alone, Hypo and Puzzle is so cool. So, it'll get here eventually.
Yeah,
There's always room for more racks.
Yeah,
always, you can always build up. It's okay.
Just have to get rid of your plants.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be sad. My incubator's up on top of there right now too, but
Mine's in a closet right now.
Yeah, well, you never know. You may want to pull it out because didn't you just have an unexpected clutch a few weeks ago?
No, wait, no, oh no, Nikki, you know the story. The girl that I was like, what is she doing here? What is she doing? Like, she's playing with my emotions, and literally the day I gave up, I like powered the incubator down and I pulled it out, and I was like, I'm so happy. But that's my my first hypopide clutch. So in like a week and a half.
Has it been that long already? Oh my god. Dang.
Time flies when you're scrubbing your rates.
Exactly.
It's true. It really does. It really does.
But yeah, I've got room for some more racks here, so we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. If I know myself, and if the first time I get anything Puzzle, I'll get a million things Puzzle. So
yes.
Do myself a favor and hold off on that. It's not exactly the cheapest gene to get into. So
smart idea to wait until there's several that you really like. I'd say one, but you're gonna end up getting more than one, so that's okay.
Yeah, and I just know that too that if I start getting, I'm basically at max capacity right now in this room as far as with the racks I currently have. So before I think about jumping into new projects, I should probably grab some more racks, which is it's in the works. I'm doing rearranging in here so that I can fit another one in without having to sacrifice my shelf space right there.
Mm-hmm.
So is this the addition, like the cool little cabin by the lake deal? Is this what you're in right now?
No. This is my actual house. So
okay, I was about to say, holy crap, you've done so much already.
Yeah, no,
But never mind.
that. So I'll give the backstory to that. My parents built it like 4 years ago, and they thought that they were going to come out here to the lake and just, spend a lot of time out here. Well, turns out they don't really come out here very much. So I said, hey, can I, if you're not going to use that little cabin, can I convert it into a snake room? And they weren't super for it at first, but then like another year and a half passed by, and they're like, okay, somebody needs to use this thing. So
Let me call Diane real quick. I'll talk to her about this.
yeah, no, I think they're. I'm not gonna say they're all in yet, but I think they're more leaning towards, may as well use it for something. But I really don't know if I'm gonna do that yet. It's a lot of work. It's
Oh
working in
yeah.
here. It's working in here for now. So, you know, maybe if I need more space, then I'll start shifting things to out there. But for now, this is fine.
Expanding is the hardest part. You always got to think 3 steps ahead.
Yeah, yeah, you would know because that looks like a new snake room to me behind you.
Well, same stuff, new room.
Yeah, how you
Same
liking it
stuff, new
so
room.
far? So you
Well,
liking the new room?
I mean, you remember like when my old room, you and I talked about, our visions for our snake room and all this. And I was like, mine's too damn big. Like it's too big. And you're like, no, 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 it's perfect. Just you could do a lot in there. My problem is, doesn't matter how big, I need more outlets. I will always need more outlets, and I will always need to feel safe with those outlets. And I didn't have enough outlets before, and I wanted like a smaller, tighter space. And then now I got it, still not enough outlets, but new
Yeah,
snake room, new me.
struggle's real with the
Yeah,
with the outlets.
never enough outlets. And I'm
And
very particular. Like I won't plug 2 reps into one. I'm very crazy.
well, it's probably a good thing that you don't want to short out your outlet and burn your house down. So
I mean, it's the scariest thing about these. Check your probes, people. Check your probes and your temperatures. You need to make yourself a cheat sheet. Check your temps.
yeah, definitely. I've had some close calls, in the first year with stuff like that.
Everybody does.
You go in and I still try to do nightly temp checks, but I haven't had any issues in a long time. Fingers crossed and knock on wood at the same time that it stays that way. But in the first year, I had a couple times where I'd go in and check, and the rack would be 100+ degrees for no reason at all, and had to you have to figure it out before you do anything else. You have you know doesn't matter what you have going on in life. If you leave your racks hot like that for too long, it's gonna be bad.
You're gonna kick yourself forever.
Yeah. So
Very
Yeah.
cool. Nikki, where are your questions at, homegirl?
Oh, I think we got all my questions answered. We got to see all the good stuff.
We did.
We sure
yeah,
did.
I didn't really show you many adults, but they just ate, so that's okay.
Yeah, that's
You
okay.
save it-
Don't take
save it
them
for
out.
next time.
They're cool.
Well, there will always be another time that you can show us your rack.
There
Sounds
will.
good. Happy to do
I
it
welcome your
anytime.
rack anytime.
I know you will, bud. I'm here to give it to you.
Oh, I'm sure everybody watching right now is saying, man, that's a nice rack.
Are we live?
No, but it's going to go on.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I get you.
we're live.
See?
I get you. I get you.
Well, thank you, Evan, for hanging out with us.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm glad I could participate in the first of many. So, looking forward to seeing what you two do with this thing, and I appreciate it.
We're going. far, bud. Thanks
Oh,
for
I
being our
appreciate
first
it.
shining star.
I'm honored.
We love you, man. Thank you for coming on,
We sure
and
do.
thanks for hanging out, and thanks for showing us your rack.
Yes,
You
thanks
brought
for
it
showing
to.
us your rack. And hopefully when people are
Absolutely.
watching this, they go and follow you if they're not following you already, and they click the like button and they subscribe, and then they head over and follow Lace too. Because you got to see what shenanigans Lace is up to.
Yeah, we're all in
Absolutely.
this shenanigans together, y'all.
We sure are.
It's
Oh
it's
my God.
at Unlikely Morphs on Instagram. Just
Yep.
because I'm not sure if I said it at the beginning, but
And Facebook. You're Unlikely Morphs on Facebook. Are you tic-tacking these days or what?
no tic tacking.
Okay, good for you.
Not currently. I've got a tic tac though.
Oh, the orange ones are the best.
Follow if you want, but
But I won't be
I
there.
won't be there.
You won't. Thank you for tuning in to our first episode of Show Me Your Rack. Lace and I hope that you'll come back on December 1st when we'll have our second episode. Stay tuned to see who our guest will be, and they'll definitely be showing you their rack.